Ever sat down to study and just 5 minutes later found yourself scrolling through your phone, watching a random video, or suddenly feeling like maybe it's time to get a snack? Then you start thinking, do I even need this degree? Maybe I should drop everything and move to a farm to raise camels. If that sounds familiar, trust me, you're not alone. Here's the shocking truth. 90% of students are studying the wrong way. They spend hours staring at their notes but barely remember anything. The good news, there is a better way, one that helps you learn faster, retain more, and still have time to watch Netflix. Whether you're cramming for finals, picking up a new skill as an adult, or just want to learn smarter, the strategies below will change how you study forever. 1. Expectation hack. Trick your brain by setting super short study goals. Here's the truth. Your brain is lazy. It will stretch any task to fill the time you give it. That's Parkinson's law in action. Work expands to fill the time available for its completion. So instead of telling yourself, I have to study for 3 hours today, try this. Just 20 minutes, then I can take a break. Sounds easier already, right? And once you start, 20 minutes often turns into 40, then 60. But the hardest part, starting, is already done. Pro tip. Before you begin, write down exactly what you'll study. For example, study photosynthesis and quiz myself for 20 minutes. Your brain loves clarity. 2. The 80-20 rule. Study less, but focus on what actually matters. Not all content is created equal. Don't fall into the trap of trying to learn everything. Use the Pareto principle instead. 20% of the content gives you 80% of the results. Ask yourself, what's likely to show up on the test? What do I already understand, and what do I still need help with? Look at past exams, ask your teachers, or read the summary first to get an overview. Strategy. Take a practice test before you study. This helps you identify which topics appear the most, so you can focus your time where it matters. Study smart, not endlessly. 3. The timer method. Study like a deadline is chasing you. Ever notice how you get laser focused when there's a deadline? That's because urgency boosts concentration. So why not create fake urgency? Try this method. Set a timer for 30 minutes and study like someone's counting down. Then take a 5-minute break. Stand up, stretch, walk around, or check your phone without guilt. Repeat. Short sessions prevent burnout and keep your brain from wandering into fake productivity, sitting at your desk but mentally floating in space. Bonus tip, try the Forest app. You grow a tree while studying, but if you leave the app, the tree dies. It sounds silly, but the guilt of killing your tree is surprisingly motivating. 4. The Feynman Technique. Learn like a genius. Albert Einstein once said, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. That's the heart of the Feynman Technique. It's not just about memorizing, you're aiming for real understanding. Here's how it works. Pick a topic you want to learn. For example, how do black holes work? Pretend you're teaching it to a 5-year-old. If you can't explain it clearly, that's a knowledge gap. Go back and review. Then simplify your explanation even more. Tip, say it out loud or write it down. This forces your brain to actively process the information. 5. Active recall. A memory technique so powerful it feels like a hack. You don't need to reread your notes 5 times. It's incredibly inefficient. Instead, use active recall. After reading a section, close your eyes and try to remember the key points. Write down everything you remember without looking at your notes. Use flashcards to quiz yourself. Try blurting. After reading a chapter, write down everything you can remember. Science backs it up. Self-testing helps you retain information twice as well as rereading alone. 6. Sleep and movement. The free software that upgrades your brain, guys. Here's what most people miss. Your brain doesn't store knowledge while you're awake. It stores it while you sleep. So pulling all-nighters, not smart. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. And don't forget movement. Even a light 10-minute walk boosts memory and focus. When you feel overwhelmed, skip the social scroll and go for a stroll instead. Summary, the 6-step formula to study smarter and faster. Use short sessions, 20-30 minutes. Focus on the 20% that matters most. Use timers to create urgency. Teach what you learn, Feynman Technique. Practice active recall. Sleep well and move your body. Challenge of the day, pick one tip and apply it today. You'll be amazed by the difference in just a few days. And remember, knowledge is not power, Applied knowledge is power.